So we have kind of a slope to our property. It starts up here and it comes down. The dirt, when it rains, water, as it's been coming down and bringing the dirt with it, it's been moving massive amounts of dirt down, and it's been moving it. It's like a mini canyon being formed in here. So what I want to do is, well, I went through, when this first started happening, I went through with my land plane. That's all I had. But my land plane turns into a box blade. So it's a land plane / box blade. You flip a gate in the back and it does that. So I went down through this with my tractor and cut a nice little V groove into the ground to try to help the water get all the way to the culvert down there. But it just moved so much dirt that it eventually filled that ditch that I had cut in, and then it pulled it down there, and the water found a path across our driveway. You can see that here. It found this path across our driveway, so now it's just moving across. It's not even getting down. This water up here is not even making it down, getting to the culvert. And that's what I want it to do. Now, my plan is to go down there and to grab this material that has washed down my driveway and bring it back. So I have the bighorn here, and I'm going to use this to start digging up dirt, and I'm going to put it in the bed of the bighorn. It's got a dump bed. So I'm going to pick it up, put it in the bed. I'm going to drive the bighorn back up here, and I'm going to try to dump that dirt back into these spots. I don't know if all this is going to work. Again, I'm new to this, never done anything like this. So this is my first dirt moving project, right? I am dirt not perfect. So we're going to try it though, and that's going to be our first task with the backhoe. You can feather it. I wish I could figure out a way to. I wonder if you could do a flow restrictor or something on it to help with the feathering. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. So I'm the very end of the Gen Xers. I was born in 1980. So, very end of it. But I'll never let you call me anything else but a Gen Xer. That's all I claim. And this is very much like our video games. When we got into video games, you had pretty much controls like this, right? They were, I mean, I guess everything's digital in that world, but it was still more analog controls. You had to use them like this. Joysticks and everything worked very similar to this. And they were touchy like this. That's where my point is, actually. It was not, they weren't smooth. They didn't control anything very smooth. It wasn't until you got into I feel like your PlayStations and things like that when the controls started getting smoother. And it was very much, I don't know, it felt like what this feels like, controlling this. So this is very, I don't know, I wouldn't say natural, but it just feels like this is something I've been doing for a long time. Maybe not these exact motions, but this, just using controls like this, if that makes any sense. And I'm not a video gamer anymore at all. I can't stand them. I might play some Minesweeper. I don't even like solitaire anymore. I can't stand video games anymore. Like I'm on. I will say this, if you slowed these controls down anymore, like with a flow restrictor or something like that, I don't think you would get the powerful jolts. Like when you want to shake the bucket out, I don't think it would give you that. But I don't know. But I do know that I can't get, I don't get anything like that with any movements like that with my flail mower. And the flail mower, I don't need movements like that. But on something like this, it's actually very useful. I cannot see the back of that. I know I'm real close to the headrest. No, bend that. To see, like right here where I'm shaking this out, I wouldn't be able to do that with flow restrictors on it. Another thing that I'm doing right now, different from earlier, is the position that the backhoe is over the material I'm digging. Right now, earlier I was coming at it from the side. Right now I'm coming head on at it. So it's, I can basically set the tractor up as far out as the boom will go and know that I can start digging from there and then come all the way up, right, to me. And I feel like I can see better how far out I can get with this. And I like this. I like this position a whole lot more. How do y'all like my tractor time with Tim impression going on here? Talking to y'all while I'm working with my ISO tunes on. I need to get me a SRV code, but you can save something with TTWT on there. I used it when I bought these. Let's see. This is my first time I've ever used these in one of my videos. You know, I'm usually in the cab of the tractor working, and I don't necessarily need the headphones. You know, right now I'm really using them for the ear protection. They're working great for that. So this is really the first time I've ever had them on video. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last one for this, but I don't know if I'll be able to get that out. But man, where I'm positioned and everything is just great for this. So, all right, let's go dump this. And then we'll just pull the tractor forward a little. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set this out so I'll know how far I can pull forward. I think that'll be smart right there. So I know that, and I could probably go out further, but so I'll know to pull that all the way up to that, and then I'll be good. All right. All right. That's what's going on. So I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I know this video is mostly on this backhoe, but the bighorn here, I really like it. One of the things that I really like about this one, you know, I have another one from another brand, which has been great for me too. Both of them are kind of, you know, a good value UTV. They're exactly what I need out here. I don't need a, you know, I don't have to have some $20,000, $30,000 UTV out here. Now, I would absolutely love a cab with heat in the winter. I would love some AC in the summer. I know some of them have that, but that's not a necessity, right? That's a luxury on those things. But for what I need, the bighorn is fantastic for. But one of the things that I really like about it is the square metal bed. I absolutely love this huge bed in it. You know, I've got my other one is a bigger UTV than this, and it has just a plastic, whatever those are, bed in it, like pretty much every other UTV out there, even the high-end ones have. And the bed size just doesn't, it's not, it's much smaller. And I love the geometry. It's just a square, or a rectangle. It's just a rectangle. There's no weird curves or anything. So maybe, even if one place something fits, maybe somewhere else in it won't. It's not like that. This is it. It just, things fit. Sprayers, any kind of equipment that you need to put back there, it just fits. You don't have to worry about that. And I wish more brands would do that today. But yeah, the Bighorn, one thing that might, like an option, and you could maybe do it yourself, but through some type of third-party part, or aftermarket part. But I would really love, especially after doing this job with it, I would love a hydraulic bed, or just something where it's the lift is motorized somehow, whether it's hydraulics or something else. I would love that after doing this job. So Bighorn, or anybody else that's out there watching this, if you've got anything to do with UTVs, that's my suggestion for you. So this is what we've got so far. Now, a lot of this is sandy loam. It's not super thick material, but I did get down to the clay, and I was digging up, you know, this, right? This red clay here. We've got this all over the place. So when you get down after a couple feet out here, that's what it is. It's just thick red clay. We have, I mean, really good soil, or whatever you want to call that, for ponds. So if you live in East Texas, it's not a difficult thing to get a good pond up. So anyway, we've got this dug out. The backhoe did great. I mean, it did what I expected it to do. It worked like a backhoe. I mean, it just did a great job.